This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 5. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 5 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars, and I am truly excited to have on my show today Ceylon, Ashley, Ceylon the Fifth, and Caleb, better known to all of us as the Wise Channel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, it's great to be here with you.
I love it. All right. So I'm excited to learn all about you guys and your story. We're going to do an album feature today on your new album, All the Feels, and we'll feature a couple of songs from that. But before we do that, let's hear your story. Tell us how you got into making music for kids.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having us, Patrick. It is a pleasure to be here with you. And Ashley, do you want to get us started on how we began?
Okay, well, way back several years ago, I am a music teacher, and I was teaching piano lessons from my home, from our home, and the boys were what, 2 and
5 at that point.
About that point. And of course, like many parents, you're juggling parenthood and working and all the things. We did not do traditional daycare. So in a nutshell, as I was teaching lessons, students were coming to our home. Salam was doing, babysitting duties, and he was doing what he needed to do to keep the boys entertained and, most importantly, quiet. So he is a musician as well, or as we all know, but we met in college, both as musicians. I'm classically trained, and he's on the other side doing gospel, jazz, all the things. And just for fun, he was just writing music for the kids, like little ditties, and he would just record them. And I'm doing my lessons. And he was just like, oh, what would it be like to, just post these and see what happens? And our 2 nieces were a part of it at that point as well. And they have grown up and they're off in college doing their thing now. And then life just happened.
Right. And over time, as we started to do the videos, we got some traction, and some educators reached out to us and asked us to create a song for their leadership program at their school. So we wrote some more music, and then that snowball kind of kept going. And initially, we didn't see it as anything aside from a fun family activity. We were not consistent with uploading songs or creating videos. But as time went on, we began to see that what we were creating was actually a useful resource in classrooms and homes all over the place. So that really motivated us to kind of think of our creative fun at home as more than just a hobby, and really a resource that can hopefully be helpful and impactful. So that's kind of how we first began.
Yes, that is. And then you can see on the channel that you'll see not a hodgepodge, but just a variety of different things. And as parents, we're growing and learning right alongside of our kids. And so as different things would happen at school, different opportunities would come up, and learning opportunities, we would do our part to provide some various resources that was very well received within our schools for the boys. And so you'll see like the heritage videos, the History Maker series, things like that. And so we were just trying to be parents doing our part.
Yeah, no, I had to look at your website before the show, and I was just blown away by how dynamic the whole thing seems to be with you guys. You're so much more than a band, but you got a lot of things going on. You got the nonprofit, you have the education stuff, and I just love the fact that you are a family band. I've had maybe 1 or 2 on the show, but that's life goals. I would love to do the same thing.
It's absolutely lots of fun. Talk about dynamics. That does add a different dynamic, but all in all, it's just great because we'd rather stuff like this takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of sweat equity and all that good stuff. And it's good to be able to do it as a family instead of the alternative of the kids just wandering around and while we're doing all this other creative stuff. But it's great to include them and they really add a lot to it. Their personalities, their voices, and just their ideas. So it's a blessing to be able to work together.
Yeah, and I it couldn't help but make me smile to know that Ceylon and Caleb were the Cringe Police.
That is very true.
Yeah. You guys have anything to say about that?
I mean, like, it's pretty self-explanatory.
We as adults probably need those, especially for the audience that we're making music for.
There you go.
Yes, apparently I say a lot of cringeworthy things, or I have some cringeworthy thoughts. So it's good to have some law enforcement nearby to make sure we don't violate.
Some good checks and balances.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go.
All righty. Yeah, anything else before we dive into the album?
Oh man.
Oh, you were part of a Grammy nominated album. How was your Grammy experience?
That was very cool. That was just a really cool experience. It was in the middle of COVID. So it was a COVID album. They reached out and they saw the work that we were doing, and they were like, hey, it was an album full of artists literally from across the country that were doing family music and trying to highlight the type of music that we were doing, just to highlight positive, family-friendly things. And so we were just honored to be a part of that, and for Ceylon to be a part of writing the first song on the track with Uncle Jumbo. And so that was exciting to be a part of that and to be able to submit the song that we did, which was For All. And that was a very cool experience. I grew up watching the Grammys, but never thought I would be there. I know that sounds really weird to say as an artist, but you're just kind of doing your thing, and then this opportunity comes by, and you realize that the work that you have put in, all the years of lessons and the talent that the Lord has given you, it's like, oh my gosh, this is like paid off. Somebody was listening. And so, but it was a really cool experience. And as a mom trying to wrangle all of these young men, trying to figure out clothes and all that stuff, going to Vegas, it was an experience of a lifetime. And it was really cool.
It was a wonderful experience to be with the other folks on the All One Tribe album. And, it was never really our plan to, how can I say this? I guess I'll put it like this. We just kind of take one step at a time, and we have no master plan or anything. So we just do what you do. Just do what we do. And it was humbling and also encouraging to know that sometimes if you just do what you do, how little you may think it is, somebody sees you and somebody recognizes that it's an important contribution. All of that to say, we know that there are a ton of musicians who may never go to the Grammys, and that does not diminish their contribution. Us happening to go there does not mean that we're amazing people. It's just that we were blessed with that opportunity, and it was a wonderful chance to kind of see things from another side.
It sure was.
And that was the year that they had it in Vegas, because I got to meet a lot of the artists, including some on that album. And they did a open air concert out in Henderson, and I don't know if you were there. We might have been in the same vicinity.
We were there.
Yeah, we were there. It was hot, but
it was hot.
No, but it was cool. Yeah, and then really just that was kind of our first experience. I mean, since it was around the pandemic, it was good to just be around people because we were still just coming out of quarantine and still in it to a certain degree. And one thing that we really appreciate about this family music, Kindie music children's music world is just the warmth and the just the sincerity of everybody that we've come across.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful to be in a place where there are no, big eyes and little U's. It's just we're all on the same team trying to promote positivity and trying to put a little sunshine in these kids' lives.
Right. That's so true. And not to cut you off, but that's what I was going to say, is that it has been awesome to be a part of something that it's a reminder that there's room for everybody, and that's something that you don't always get to experience. So we're thankful for that. So so glad to be a part of that, and all the work that all of the children artists do.
Yep. Amen to all of that. All right, well, let's get into all the feels. Now, this is album number what for you guys?
Album numero dos for us.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like we were just creating music for a while, and we never really thought to do an album, I don't think. So our first album was called Multiply, and that was released in 2022, I believe. And the idea for that album was to have a different teaching how to multiply by a different number on each song. So the first song teaches you how to multiply by 1, so on and so forth, all the way to 10, a variety of genres, a variety of wonderful guest artists and featured artists, and then also a song about counting in Spanish. So that was our first endeavor.
One. Yes.
And now we are doing All the Feels.
All the Feels, yes, which is all about emotions. As parents, we realize our kids have all types of emotions. And it's not just for kids. As we were recording this, we realized that I personally realized, I was like, oh my gosh, you're thinking the audience is just for children, but this is not just for children. It's reminders for us as adults as well. And it has been an honor to just explore the various emotions. And for those who've had a chance to listen to the music, to really explore the highs and lows and everything in between with the music.
Right. And we were blessed to collaborate and work with a variety of different artists. Hopefully we'll have a chance to speak about them later on. But once again, this is a concept album where every song on the project talks about a different emotion or emotional state. So we have a song about fear, about sadness, being mad, disgust, love, being proud of who you are, all of that good stuff. And once again, just like with our first album, there are a variety of genres, a variety of styles and expressions. And I think that's fitting to kind of mirror the diversity of emotions that we can feel at any given point in time or any given day. So we just released it pretty recently, and we are hopeful that the folks who hear it will enjoy it, be impacted by it, and that it can reach homes and classrooms all over the place.
Oh yeah, this album is great. All the songs that I listened to, especially the ones we're going to feature, I loved them. These are really good.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm excited to dig into a few of the songs here. We want to kick it off with a song called "I've Got That Joy." Tell us about this one.
I've Got That Joy. Okay, if you're going to do a song, or if you're going to do an album about emotions, you have to have something that is about joy, because that is definitely one of the emotions that we seek to experience all the time. It doesn't always work out that way, but it's certainly a strong one. And we had an opportunity to collaborate with Kimberly Stewart, who is a wonderful musician. And she sang along. She sang the second verse,
yes,
along with Ashley singing the first verse. We have our boys back here doing some raps.
Yeah.
So they were rapping. And the idea behind the song is just trying to convey that feeling when it's just the best day ever. You know that things can go wrong, but you just feel so much joy. It's like, it's not going to happen today. Nothing can take me down. You're just full of that joy that you can't otherwise express.
Very good. All right, well, let's check this song out. Here it is. I've Got That Joy, featuring Kim Stewart by the Wise Channel.
I know I will have some bad days. but not today. And this feeling won't last always, and that's okay. Cause right now the sun is out, and I'm dancing on a cloud. Nothing in the world will ever bring me down, because I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I love the life I'm living, the light it's given, and I am winning for sure. I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I know life is never perfect, but even still, my joy makes the struggle worth it, and that's for real. When it's cold and dark outside, and when things don't go just right, nothing in the world can take away my life, because I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I've got it, yes, I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I've got it, yes, I love the life I'm living, the light it's given, and I am winning for sure. I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh.
I got that J-O-Y, more than money can buy. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, it's got me flying high.
It's lifting me out my seat, getting in my hands and my feet. This joy is all over me. Somebody give me a beat.
When I'm all the way up, when I'm all out of luck, when I wanna give up, I got that one, I got that one.
When I have it all and more. When I don't know what's in store. Even when I'm doing chores. I got that one. I got that one.
One more time, let me hear you now.
Come on and yell it out.
If you got it, you can shout, shout.
I got that one. I got that one.
I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I've got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I've got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. I love the life I'm living, the light it's given, and I am winning for sure. I've got that joy. Oh, 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 oh. I got that joy. 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 I got that joy.
I got that J-O-Y,
I got that joy.
and y'all, I'm not gonna lie,
I got that joy.
it's got me flying high.
I got that one. I got that one. Somebody give me a beat.
I got that joy. I got that joy. I got that joy. I got that joy. I got that joy.
And that was I've Got That Joy. Now we're going to move over to the opposite end of the spectrum for the second song here. It is called Sadness.
Sadness. Do you want to talk about sadness?
Let's talk a little bit about sadness. Sadness is the polar opposite. All right. And it is, in my opinion, well, I love all of the songs, but on this particular one, we had the opportunity to, well, let me back up. Sadness captures the reality of life, and it's a reminder that everything is not going to be happy-go-lucky all the time, but it gives us hope. And I think that's one of the things that I love about Sadness so much, is that the piece is beautifully written, which I must say you have done a great job. Ceylon has written all of these songs, and he did a beautiful job of just being able to demonstrate instrumentally the feeling of sadness. The beginning opens with cello and also with violin, which we're so excited to be able to feature student musicians. On cello, it's Lucy Calantari's
Son Darius.
Darius.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then there's another young lady by the name of Marin Timmons who's on that, and
On violin.
on violin, and I got a chance to connect with her. She's a future
Elementary teacher.
early childhood teacher, and she's headed off to college this fall. And be able to just to highlight their talents and their gifts was just awesome. And it's a duet between Ceylon and I, and it was just one of my favorites. I love them all, but but that is definitely one of my favorites.
Right. I think hope is the word that hopefully is the takeaway after hearing this, because sadness has its purpose, it has its place, but at the end of sadness, we want there to be hope. We want people to know that yes, you're going through this, but tomorrow's another day, and you will be able to put down sadness and embrace the other array of emotions that might lift you up out of it. So hopefully that comes through in the song.
All right, everybody. Well, get your tissues ready and enjoy the song. Here it is, Sadness by the Wise Channel.
Yes, I know it's true. One day I'll get through this test, but now it's just
And that was Sadness. Now we move on to Mad, the rockin' number from all these.
Yes. We had on this song our two young men leading on this song. Do you want to talk about your experience with Mad?
Okay, so
You don't sound very mad right now.
Okay. So my experience with Mad, I came into this being mad, obviously, and like I was trying to plan this out. Like whenever I got mad, I know I'm gonna do this song, because then that'll translate into real, like that'll translate well. So that was really fun doing it. It's a lot of over exaggeration, but I really like that about it.
Yeah, and you did a great job with it. Caleb, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, I've been thinking of some specific experiences with some specific people that may or may not be around me. Right now.
Whoa, what?
But I found that song very fun to record because I could just yell and it's music.
You can yell and it's music. And I think that's a part of it. It's like so many times, whether adults or being children, we feel like we have to contain these big emotions. And of course, for the most part, we do. We can't just go around and just be screaming holy terror everywhere. But this song hopefully will provide an outlet for people to sing along, to scream along, and to know that they can channel that anger or channel that madness into something that is creative and that once again resolves in a way that says, okay, I'm mad and that's okay, but it won't stay this way all day. I'm not going to let this anger replay. No, I don't have to stay mad. So hopefully it encourages folks to know that they can be mad.
It validates.
It validates it. It's an emotion that's just as relevant and important as joy. But we can learn to put some boundaries around it, let it out when it's appropriate, but then move on to something else. So hopefully, once again, this will be a tool for folks to sing along to and have some fun, rock out, even if they're mad.
The kids did a fantastic job on this one. I really enjoyed this one. So I know you'll enjoy it. Let's check it out. Here it is, Mad by the Wise Channel.
Red, hot, blazing, fire in me. Red, up, raging, tired and beat. I am mad. My anger will not hide. I am mad. No way I can deny. I am mad. Heart beats racing. My hands in a fist. Clench. Teeth shaking. I cannot see it. I am mad. My anger will not hide. I am mad. No way I can deny. I am no chill, I'm burning like a flame, trying to handle all this pain. Why? I scream and shout and point the blame. Come on! But in the end I feel the same. I get mad, I'm gonna say,
I am mad. My anger will not hide. I am mad. No way I can deny. I can walk away. I can breathe and sway. Find a place to calm down, then get on with my day. I'm mad and that's okay, but I won't stay this way all day. Not gonna let my anger replay. No, I don't have to stay mad.
And that was Mad. We're going to move over to a Spanish song, Como Te Sientes. Tell us about this one.
Como Te Sientes. So, okay, none of us are fluent Spanish speakers.
He got his Duolingo.
I have been working pretty diligently on Duolingo, trying to learn. I have always just been, I've always enjoyed Latin music. I've always enjoyed just the culture, the rhythm, the language, and the food, of course. So with our first album, Multiply, we had a song about counting in Spanish. And on this song, we have a song, or rather on this album, there's a song, Como Te Sientes, which is asking, how do you feel? We were very excited to have an opportunity to feature and collaborate with Lucy Kalantari from Lucy Kalantari and the Jazz Cats.
Mhm.
They also have a wonderful album that's out right now.
Yes.
And a Grammy.
And yes,
Two
they're
Grammys.
and well worth it and well deserving. But the thing about her is when I first met her, I didn't know about her pedigree or about her awards and all of that. She was just somebody named Lucy who was trying to kind of show me the ropes and kind of get me, I don't know, just kind of welcome me into this space.
Mhm.
So she is just one of the nicest people in the world.
Yes.
And it was a blessing to be able to work with her. She was very helpful in making sure our pronunciation
Yeah.
was correct.
Yes.
And even though I wrote the song, it was very I don't know, it was helpful to know that
Yes.
somebody who actually spoke Spanish said, you know, this makes sense. So anyway, we hope that when you listen to it, you enjoy the music, you enjoy the rhythms, even though you may not understand all of the words, you should hopefully enjoy the experience.
Yes. It's a party.
It's a party. And just in summary, it's asking, how do you feel? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Do you feel scared? Do you feel patient? Do you feel confident? And it's just asking, how do you feel?
Yeah.
And I guess that's important because a lot of times we don't ask that question and we just kind of go on throughout the day. We know we feel off, but we never identify that emotion. But it's not until you identify that emotion that you can manage it.
Mhm.
So hopefully this will be something to encourage folks to take a moment, pause, ask yourself, how do you feel? And then find some ways to manage it.
Exactly. And on this one, there's lots of instruments going on. You'll hear that. There is Trey Myers, who is another student musician. He's a soon-to-be music educator. He wants to be a future band director. He plays all types of
He
instruments.
played tuba, saxophone, trumpet on this one. What else was on here?
Flute on this one as well.
I think he did some flute on this one. We also have Merv Enders, who's a
Yes.
community musician, a friend from
Yes.
church, honestly.
Yes.
And then Greg Owens on the drums.
Yes. Yes.
So a wonderful collaboration with a whole bunch of cool folks.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was great to be able to include all of those folks with a part of this.
Sounds amazing, and big shout out to Lucy Kalantari. Yeah, let's play it. Here it is, Como Te Sientes by the Wise Channel.
How do you feel?
¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel? ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel? ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel? ¿Cómo te sientes?
Te sientes feliz,
Te sientes cansada.
te sientes contento,
te sientes enojada? ¿Cómo te
sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes?
Te sientes alegre,
¿Te sientes dolido?
te sientes paciente,
¿Te sientes sorprendido? ¿Cómo te sientes? 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 ¡Ey!
¿estás feliz?
Sí, estoy encantada. ¿Estás contento?
No estoy enojado.
¿Estás alegre?
Sí, estoy emocionado.
¿Estás valiente?
No, estoy
¡Asustado!
¿estás feliz?
Sí, estoy encantada. ¿Estás contento?
No estoy enojado.
¿Estás alegre?
Sí, estoy emocionado.
¿Estás valiente?
No, estoy asustado.
¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? Feliz, cansado, contento, enojado. ¿Cómo te sientes? Alegre, dolido, paciente, sorprendido. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes?
And that was Como Te Sientes. Our next song up is called Just Being Me. Tell us about this one.
Just being me. Should I take this one?
I think
Or-
so.
Yeah,
It's featuring you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really proud.
Yeah, you got all the vocals in here.
I have all the vocals in this
Oh,
one.
gosh.
Okay.
I think it literally is a testament of just being you. But I know you said you're gonna take it, but I'm
No, go ahead.
I'm here and take it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So, but it's just I guess a testament of just being yourself and being proud to be yourself, regardless of what other people may think. And I think you show it in range, in vocal range, in the words. It is just, I don't know, it's just really, really cool. And
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you think it's cool. I'm glad you think it's cool.
I think it's cool. I do.
So yeah, the idea about this song is more or less self confidence, self pride, not in the sense of arrogance or conceit, but just being proud of who you are, like just as you are. The first couple words say, I'm unconventional. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. They say I'm weird. I tell them I am rare. If you think I'm strange, I don't really care. So it has a bit of an edge, but it's not meant to come across in a way of saying I am better than anybody else, but just I know that I am just as good as everybody else.
You belong.
Right, it's about belonging. And even, I mean, we know that adults and children have a challenge with this sometimes, just being themselves, feeling like you have to fit a mold that might not be exactly who you are, or feeling like you need to change this about yourself or adapt in a certain way. We all want to grow, all want to improve, we all want to be the best that we can be in our lives, but not at the expense of changing who we are at the core.
Yeah.
So yes, the second verse does get a little high in the range.
Slightly.
I worked that falsetto, but you know what? I felt like singing that song, and I was just being me. So but so hopefully that's a way to illustrate that even if who you are might be a little different, just be it, just wear it loud and proud, and know that you were made for a purpose, and nobody else can fulfill that except for you. So just go ahead and be you.
Wonderful message. All right. Spotlight on Ceylon here. Here it is.
Oh gosh.
Just Being Me by the Wise Channel.
I'm unconventional, yeah, I'm aware. They say I'm weird, I tell them I am rare. If you think I'm strange, I don't really care. Don't get me wrong, I am not full of pride, but life's too short and I don't have the time to apologize for how I live my life. I'm flying above the trees, light as the breeze. Who knew I could be so free, just being me. You're free to criticize me, be my guest. You're not the one I'm trying to impress. I am at my best, fulfilling my purpose. I'm tired of living life of freedom heights. When I was created to touch the sky, walking doesn't feel right. I'm ready to take flight. I'm flying above the trees, light as the breeze. Ooh, so free, just being me. Yeah, yeah, never felt so free from just being me. Never felt so free from just being me. Trees as the breeze. Who knew I could be so free? Just being me. I'm flying above the trees as the breeze. Who knew I could be so free? Just being me. Just being me.
And that was Just Being Me. And that wraps up our song features. The album is called All the Feels, assuming that you can find that album anywhere you stream, purchase, or download music. Let everybody else know how they can find you, find your stuff, and get in touch with you.
Yes.
Well, you can find us, just like you mentioned. You can find our music on Apple Music, Spotify, all the places. In terms of our online presence, we are at The Wise Channel for all the socials. And then, of course, on YouTube, the channel is called The Wise Channel. So if you search for that, you should see us.
Yes. Website is thewisechannel.com. You can check us out there. And go ahead.
Yes. So I guess that's the benefit of having a unique name because it wasn't taken. So just search the Wise channel and we'll be right there. And we do also want to encourage you all, if you do check out our website, feel free to sign up and join our email list so that when we have new announcements or just want to ask questions of those in our community about what you want to see next, what's helpful, what's making an impact, we would love to add you to the community so that we can stay in touch.
Yes, because that has been really cool hearing back from educators and just folks and other artists too, to be able to take that feedback and to rely on some of that, and that helps guide and steer the directions that we go. Do you want to speak a little bit about the nonprofit as well?
Sure. Yeah. So All the Feels is kind of a combination of more than just music. So All the Feels begins with the album, which is out right now. Please listen to it. And then the second phase of All the Feels is a series of videos. We're looking to release a series of music videos to accompany each of the songs. And then thirdly, we are looking to create a curriculum that mirrors and speaks to some of the themes of the album. So far, a lot of our music and content has been used in classrooms, and it's been wonderful that that's the case, but we want to make sure that there are resources that can make it very easy for educators to play these songs, but to also add some additional teaching and information to their students. So we're looking to work with some mental health counselors. We're looking to also work with some other educators and community members to make this happen. We know that we can't do it by ourselves.
Exactly.
So we started a nonprofit called the Wise Mosaic, which has a mission of empowering children's well-being through creative expression and community engagement. So through that vehicle, we are looking to join arms and join forces with community partners so that we can do some of these big things and add it on to the music. So the music can just be an entryway to hopefully a lot more well-being. And speaking of that, our music video, which will be out soon if it is not out already when you are listening to this, called I've Got the Joy. We are going to be releasing that music video, and to make sure that our music has a tangible impact, we are going to donate the ad revenue from the first 1,000,000 views to a children's well-being charity here in Columbus, Ohio. They are one of the leaders nationwide. They are called Kids Mental Health Foundation, formerly known as On Our Sleeves. And they do a lot of great work. And we just want to make sure that we pay it forward by giving before we think about receiving anything. And whatever ad revenue comes after those first 1,000,000 views will go towards making sure that we can create more content to keep it rolling, keep giving, keep creating, keep giving, keep creating. So that's what we're looking to do.
Fantastic. And thank you so much for all that you do. Not only are you guys supremely talented, but you are truly making an impact, a very, very positive one. And we all are amazed and we love it.
And thank you, Patrick. I mean, we know that I mean, one doesn't get into children's music for the spotlight. One doesn't get into this trying to seek after that shining star. It's because of it's a passion, it's a mission, it's a heart. And you have shown over the past several years that you have that. And we thank you for doing what you're doing. We thank you for shining a light on folks who are trying to bring positivity to the world. And want to let you know that we see you, we appreciate you, and we thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, this album is so amazing. We are going to do a bonus track.
Yes.
The song is called Get Out My Bubble. Tell us a little bit about this one, and then we will close out the show with that.
All right.
Okay. So this song means get out my face.
Oh, God.
Okay. So for real though, the song is basically telling people that they're allowed to have their own personal space. And if you impede that space, like, you gotta get out. Like, it ain't my fault. It's your fault. Get out. So
Okay.
I don't really know how to put that lightly.
Well, there are ways. Caleb, do you want to give it a shot? No, he might not be the one to give it lightly. But we will say that it was wonderful collaborating with the Alphabet Rockers on this song. Oh my goodness. Tommy Shepard was beatboxing on this song. Caitlin did the second verse, and a lot of other stuff. And then also Tommy Shepard III and Kali De Jesus did the rap. So it's just a lot of fun. It's a cappella. There's a lot of stuff going on. There were like 1 million tracks to this album when recording it. It was crazy.
You replayed it so much. It was a lot.
They heard it so much because my studio was like right next to their working space. So everybody just loved the song by the end.
It is good.
It is lots of fun and encouraging folks to, like Ceylon said, set personal boundaries and give them vocabulary. Get out my bubble to make it a little more gentle.
Also, get out my face.
I think you chose the right name for the song.
Tons of fun. So hopefully y'all will enjoy it.
Yeah, big shout out to Alphabet Rockers. I've been lucky enough to meet Tommy and Caitlin, and they're great people.
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, Ashley, Caleb, Ceylon the dad, and Ceylon the son, the Wise channel, thank you so much for coming on the show. It has been a privilege and an honor. And let's close it out. Get out my bubble.
Hold up, pump the brakes. You're in my personal space. Back up, step away. Please listen when I say I need a couple of feet around me. Please explore another place. Get out of my bubble and give me space. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, boy. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, girl. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, yo. Before I pop, 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 pop. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, boy. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, girl. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, yo. Before I pop, 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 pop. It's not hard to do. Move back a step or two. I'm not mad at you. It's all good. We're so cool, but I need a couple of feet around me. Please explore another place. Get out of my bubble and give me space. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, boy. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, girl. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, yo. Before I pop, 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 pop. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, boy. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, girl. Get out my bubble. Get out my bubble, yo. Before I pop, 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 pop. Please back away. Back up off of me. Come on now. Back up off of me. Please. Won't you please back up and give me space?
You give it to me, I give it to you. Then we can be cool. It ain't no trouble and let me not mumble. When I say if you get on my level, I'm on the humble. And even if you know my struggle and help me when I stumble, you have the right to joke, but not the right to poke. That makes me wanna clap back and tighten up my knuckles. Then I gotta work to breathe it out so I don't burst too many bubbles. Yo, I just be polite when I say back up, alright? You don't gotta run, but you better act right. Yeah, once we're in it and it's all clear, we can double our two bubbles and for real rock a real sphere up in here. That's all it takes for safe space to maintain. Come on, stay popping like gum. Yo, whatever they claim, I'ma stay in my lane. I'ma do the same. If I wanna come over, I'll wait for that wave. That's right. I'ma stay in my zone. You can set the tone. If you ain't open, then I'ma leave you alone.
Pop, 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 pop. A bubble, 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 a bubble, bubble, bubble. Please.
Get out my bubble, baby.
A bubble, 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 a bubble, bubble. You can listen to me. Back up, I'll say when to stop.
Yeah, I'ma tell you when to quit. I'ma tell you when to cut it out.